I'm here with a patient from NAD Treatment Center. His name is Jimmy. Jimmy, tell us about your, how did you find the NAD Treatment Center? Why did you come to the NAD Treatment Center?
Actually, my wife was trying to research if there was any different treatments out there for addiction. Been battling addiction with pain pills for about 12 years. I hurt my back 12 years ago driving a truck and started getting prescription pills prescribed to me. And it went from Loratab to Percocet, Oxycontin. And she got online and for about a week found NAD treatment and that it actually restores the brain. And I've been through 3 rehabs in the past 12 years. Been trying to get out of this addiction for a long time, but found Dr. Milgram and heard the podcast with Ben Greenfield. And man, I just started listening to some of the testimonials and knew that there had to be something to this.
So hats off to Ben Greenfield, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When did you start feeling the NAD?
I would say day 2, man, to come in and be coming off of the pills that I was on and not to be in full withdrawals. And day 3, I started to feel a happiness coming back.
You were crying, right?
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of crying this week and a lot of laughing. What is that? How does that compare? I mean, tell us a little bit about that.
I can just tell you, man, in the rehabs that I went through before, 28, 30 days, and about $30,000 that I would get done with the rehab and feel like an empty shell. I never left there with my smile.
Why would you feel like an empty shell? I mean, like, is it?
Just my way of thinking, I think, was so distorted for the years of abuse and things that I didn't realize that I was seeing things through a distorted reality.
I mean, well, we at the NAD Treatment Center think that there's 3 things that could potentially be happening. You're able to go through the withdrawal more easily.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1. Number 2, you're able to minimize the cravings. And number 3, there's this brain restoration.
Yeah.
And is that something that's...
Well, just for an example, man, music. This week, man, I've been hearing music again in a way. I play the guitar, but had lost interest for a long time. Just lost all my joy for a lot of things. And I felt like a warmth started coming over me, midway through the week that I'm smiling again. We're laughing again. But the tears I've cried this week have been joyful tears. I'm going home to my family. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, 40 years old, and have 2 boys and a wonderful wife that hasn't given up on me. And Dr. Milgram told me on the phone before I come out, he said, if you come in and give us your everything and listen to us, absorb the treatment, then we'll send your wife back her husband. And man, I'm so excited to be going home a different person.
Awesome. What would you tell someone who's thinking about NAD treatment?
That this is unlike any other treatment that I've ever been through. I've never felt like this getting clean before. It felt good to get clean, but like I was saying, to feel like an empty shell because, my brain was almost rewired to thinking I'm always going to be in that place. And today I feel like I have hope again.
You feel like a clarity?
Oh, definitely. My mental clarity is at a point that I haven't felt in a long time. Just the thoughts, the positive thinking. Because anybody in addiction, when you get clean, you still are looking at the damage that you've done. You don't know what direction to turn. And coming in and meeting Dr. Milgram and Tom and Julie and Maggie and Christina with the holistic medicine, the stuff I really hadn't done any research on, but they integrate all that into this treatment. And I'm going home and going to continue the aftercare with some of the supplements and vitamins that are a big part of, I think, this recovery. I didn't know that so many levels of my NAD and vitamin Bs were depleted until I came here, and I just see such a difference in this treatment compared to others.
So it's more than just the NAD.
Yeah, I think it's a big part of everything that they've studied and integrated together. And the staff, man, they've made me feel so welcoming and showed me care like my mom was taking care of me for the week.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about NAD treatment?
I would say, man, there's truth in this, and this is something that people need to know about, because I know a lot of friends and family of mine are still in that place in addiction, and that I can go home, and I believe actions speak louder than words, that they can see a difference in me. They've all wanted me to change for a long time, and I have, but to not get the right treatment, I feel like is why a lot of people are still stuck in that place.
Don't you think this is somewhat unbelievable for you to say that you've had this complete transformation in the matter of days?
Oh,
we're at day 10 now, but you said that you felt like you felt alive again at day 5.
Yeah, I was smiling again before day 5, and to have that come back, I was just like, wow. Some of these testimonials I watched, I knew there had to be something to it, but I did come in skeptical, like, is this too good to be true? In 10 days you're going to reset me back to before I started using? And man, it's just I'm getting chills thinking about just the positive mindset that I have now, that I haven't had in so long. I've wanted it, but didn't know that there was a treatment out there that could help me smile again.
And is it okay if we do more video of you maybe in a few months and see how you are? Because what we notice is that this what you're feeling right now just gets better over the next few days and few weeks and even months. You're going to feel better than you did right now, and even after stopping the treatment. Can we get a hold of you then?
100%, man. That'd be awesome. Because if you're saying that I'm going to feel better than what I do right now, that's an exciting feeling, man. Because, like I said, man, I just feel like the old me. I haven't felt like this in 12 years.
How are your energy levels?
They're up there than when I was like 19, 20 years old. I mean, I feel like each morning I woke up, and instead of dodging the sun to come through the blinds, I'm looking forward to the next day.
We see a lot of people with less pain than before treatment. You've had back problems.
Yeah.
You've had problems with pain. Where's your pain at now?
I don't have any. I really don't. I mean, I've dealt with back problems on and off through all this 12 years, but you know, I think there's a lot of it was the cycle I was in, that my mind would tell me I'm in more pain than I am. And to wake up and really not feel any pain and have a clarity about you, man, is just, it's an awesome feeling. I can't thank Dr. Milgram and his staff enough, and Ben Greenfield's podcast, because listening to that in depth, that there's some real truth behind this treatment, man. It's awesome to finally reach up and take a hand and get help.
Well, thank you very much, Jimmy, and we'll keep in contact.
Okay, great.